Hello everyone, in this video we will deal with material schedules in Revit. We will learn how to create and edit and also how to export to Excel in order to get a complete itemized bill of quantities. So material scheduling is one of Revit's powerful features where you can create lists of all the materials that have been used within a project and their corresponding quantities. Schedules are simply lists that look like spreadsheets, and this can be for any material like your floor slabs in volumes, your columns, beams, your floor finishes, square meters, skirting in running meters, windows, doors, your walls, bricks, rendering, wallpapers, almost anything that can be quantified within a project. Each schedule you will create will list every family type instance that appears within a project, and all the family type parameters can also listed within each schedule. For instance, we have here on a specific floor all the floor finishes like parquet flooring for bedrooms, different tiles for the toilets, and different from the common areas, which we used to create a floor finishes schedule. So for instance, we have here our floor finishes schedule. Parquet floor is one of our family types that has been used in this project, and we chose to have three columns appear in this schedule. One is the level, the family type, parquet floor in this section, and its quantity, with a total quantity for our parquet flooring 177 square meters. The same with the common area tiles for the staircases, lifts, verandas, and so on. So I'm confident that by the end of this video you'll be able to create your own material schedules and complete bill of quantities for your projects. For the purpose of this video, I've created a small size project. It's a single story small house, and in this tutorial we will install floor finishes onto our floors and ask Revit to create for us a floor finish schedule, and we'll do the same for the windows as well. So first we need to install our floor types onto each project area. Since in this video we're only dealing with material scheduling, I've already created my floor family types, and I will just go ahead and install our floor finishes onto the project. Starting with the parquet flooring, I will install it into the bedroom, and do the same for the bathroom tile, WC tile. I just went ahead and created all our floor finishes. We have four types of family types for floor finishes. One is a parquet floor for the bedroom, a WC floor tile, a common area floor tile, and a veranda tile. And now we are ready to start creating our first material schedule. Revit has a dedicated command for creating schedules, and this is located at the top menu under the View section. There's a button called Schedules. Click on it once and choose Schedule Quantities. Again, it's under the View menu section, Schedules button, Schedule Quantities. A pop-up dialog box will appear asking us to choose our family we want to use for creating our schedule. You can choose almost anything that a building can carry: casework, ceilings, columns, doors, electrical equipment, floors, which we will use in our case, furniture, generic models, and what anything can appear in a project. roofs, ramps, railings, even signage, stairs, structural members, columns, slabs, framing, rebars, walls, windows. So in our case, we will find the floor families, select floors. We have to give it a name, or we can leave it as is. In my case, I will change the name a little bit and rename it to floor finishes schedule and click OK. A second window will appear where all the floor family available parameters are on the left box for us to choose which ones we want to include in our schedule. For this example, I will select the family and family type. I want the family and family type to appear in my schedule. Select the available field and click the Add Parameter button, and this will appear on the right box, showing us what we have already selected. I also want to find the level which every instance appears. In our case, we only have one level, so I want the level as well. And we need to find the area field. It's alphabetical, so area should be at the top. Here it is, area. So in our case, for floor families, we have selected 3 fields to appear in our schedule. One is the level, where each instance appears, the actual name of the family type, and its area. We can rearrange them as well. I want the area to be the first column, the second column will be the family type, and the third column will be the area. After selecting all the fields we want to appear in our schedule, we are ready to click OK. And this will bring up our first material schedule. All your schedules should be available to reopen at any time, and they are located in the project browser under the schedules section. Even if you close it, you can always reopen it by coming to the schedules section and double clicking on floor finishes schedule, and you will reopen our schedule. As you can see, a schedule looks like it is actually a spreadsheet where you can adjust widths of each column. Revit also has some basic formatting features like aligning, borders, shading, but I choose not to work within Revit. I usually choose to export my table to Excel, where Excel has more powerful presentation features. In our case, we have chosen to have 3 columns: the level, which every floor type instance appears, the actual family type name, and its area. As you can see here, apart from the floor finishes, we also have the ground slab. This is because the ground slab is also a floor family, and since we chose to create a schedule with all our floors, it also appears in our schedule. In order to hide it, to remove it, to filter it out, on the left hand side in the properties section of our schedule, there's an option called filter. Click edit, where we can filter out anything we do not desire to appear in our schedule. For instance, filter by family type does not equal ground slab. As soon as I hit OK, ground slab will disappear from our table, and there it's gone. So with the filter command, we can filter out any family type and make our schedule appear exactly as we want it. Another powerful feature for manipulating our schedule is the actual fields. Once I click edit, again it will bring up the available fields, so we can add or remove at a later point if we decide to have more information in our schedule. For instance, let's say I have decided to have the volume appear in our floor finishes schedule. All you have to do is select the volume and again click the add parameter, and the volume will also appear in our schedule. To remove it, we do the same, edit on the fields section, select again the volume from the right hand side and click remove parameter, and the volume is removed. So if we have forgotten to include any kind of field that we might want in our schedule, we can come back and add it at a later point, add or remove at a later point. Our next available option is the grouping. With this, we can group our family types together. In our case, there's only one instance of each family type because it's a small project, but the way to group all your parquet floors together and all your toilet tiles together is by using the group option. So what we can do is use the sort by, open the drop down and select family type. So we are asking Revit to sort our schedule by family type. We want a header and a footer for each type, and we also want to include a title and totals. Click OK. I can also add a break line between them to make them clearer to read. So now what we have done, we have separated, we have grouped every family type on its own. One section in our schedule is for the parquet floors, another section is for the common area tiles, veranda tiles, and the WC tiles. If we also want to have, if we had many instances of parquet flooring, we would also require to have a total for all of them together. To do this, you open the formatting option, select area, and at the bottom here where it says no calculation, select calculate totals. So now we have the total for this family type. To better demonstrate what I'm trying to explain here, I will open the schedule from the previous example we saw at the beginning, where we had many instances of each family type. Here it is, our parquet floor appeared in many levels with different quantities. We have them grouped together using the grouping. Again, group. As you can see, I'm asking the program to sort my schedule by family type, include a header and a footer with totals and a blank line between them. So my parquet floor is grouped together. This way I have the square area of each instance as well as the total for the parquet floor, and the same with the other family types. So going back to our smaller scale project, let's go ahead and add the totals under the formatting section. Area, include totals. This way we know our parquet, the parquet we need 12 square meters, tiles for the common area 58, and so on. And we can also add the grand total at the bottom using the grouping options. Show us the grand totals at the bottom. I want only the totals. We also have this information that all of our floor finishes total 161 square meters. With this floor finishes schedule in a small scale as well as in bigger scale, we are ready to go ahead. As soon as we add some waste, we can go ahead and place our orders for our floor finishes. So the next thing we can do is export our table to Excel for further formatting and manipulation. To export our schedule, go to File, Export, scroll all the way down and find the Reports type Export and click on Schedule. Select a location to save your file. I will save it into my downloads. This is a CSV type format. It's not an actual Excel file, it's a text-based format. Click Save. OK. And now to open our table, I will first open Excel. Don't try and open the file directly as it will not be formatted correctly. First, open Excel with a new empty workbook. Go to Data, from CSV file, import from CSV file. Find the file where we saved it. Here it is, floor finishes schedule. Double click. It will show us first the format, how our table will be imported. Click Load, and our table is ready in Excel. From here, we can do anything else we want. We can add columns, we can add unit prices, totals, remove rows, change colors, formatting, text style, and so on. Now I will go back to Revit and do another example of creating a material schedule, and this time creating a schedule of our windows. We will basically follow the same procedure. Go to View, Schedule, Schedule Quantities. This time, instead of selecting floor families, we will select our windows families. Hit OK. And again, we need to select fields to include in our schedule. I will again select the family and type. I want the height of the window. Let's find the width. I also want the marking, the numbering that is included in our architectural drawings as a reference, and the level. Arrange them, level as a first column, family and type, height and width. I will put the width first, and the mark I will move it up as well. So I want 4 columns to be included in our schedule. One is the level, the family type, the marking of the window, the numbering of the window, the width, and the height. Click OK, and this is our Windows schedule. To do some further formatting, we can make this column bigger to fit the whole text of the family type. We can select these columns and align them to the center. I want to group my different window types together, so select Group, group them by family type. I want a header, a footer, a blank line, total. I want the title, count, and totals. Hit OK. As you can see, I have 2 instances of the same window type 1 meter by 120 cm, window W3 and W7. They have the same dimensions. They are the same window family type, a count of 2, and another 5 instances of this type of window, which is 2 meters in width. This schedule looks fine. There's nothing more that I want to change, so I can go ahead and export to an Excel compatible format. Again, file, export, reports, schedule, save it into any location you want. Click OK. And now we are ready to import the data, the schedule in Excel. Again, open a blank workbook, go to data, import from a CSV file. Here is our window schedule. Click load as it is, and here is our schedule. And this concludes our tutorial on how to create material schedules in Revit. The key to success and to better bill of quantities is managing your families from the beginning, giving them correct names and descriptions and grouping them together so you can later on create a nice organized bill of quantities. Thank you for watching.